like I'm going through Discord's actual browser service,
Yeah.
and looking up lolly servers. And so the second one I have, their NSFW channel is hidden, so you have to put in a code or a bot command for it to show up. And
Ah.
then this is in the rules section, by the way. And then the rule below that says any content that is pedophilic will result in an automatic perma ban.
So that's quite a catch. That catch 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So here we're here today with Brony Inspector, Hateful, and we're going to talk about basically a little bit of hopefully Hateful's discussion about how he's been investigating lolly servers that haven't exactly cleaned up their act. Maybe a little bit of talk about furries. We're going to talk about trans in the military, and maybe just some of that in general because the month. No, we're not trying to meld all those together into one nebulous thing.
Yeah.
No.
Well, yes, we will use vague jumping off points to make all of these topics connect.
We're gonna be Logic Island hopping boys and girls.
All right, let me just post this in a
This
couple
is
of
before.
chats.
Are these here?
Yeah.
Am I still in before?
Make sure to.
I'm also dividing this up, Brony, between like before and after. So the ones after February 13th are going to be in red, and then the ones before are going to be in blue. But it's like only applicable to one of the two servers I'm doing because it's been around. Its NSFW channel's been around since like August of last year.
Wow.
Okay.
So the mainly ones that like, well, we've cracked down on this. It's all good. Nothing going on here.
Hey,
We've removed this content from our platform.
Did you get that link I sent you from Discord or not Reddit, where they basically the representative of Discord's like, oh no, we're still working on it.
Okay.
That was about 14 days ago. So at least they acknowledged that they're behind. They do claim that they're going to get involved in that. Sorry guys that we're a bit off topic. We'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find the quote here because when I was having a debate back and forth, the person I was with was like, oh, I never thought about it like that. And I was like, ooh, I've got a eureka moment. And I ran it by everybody else, and they're like, oh, yeah, this does sound pretty good. So, 1 second. I think I overshot it. Let's see if I can find it. Where the hell is it? Oh, okay, so here we are. Let me just say hi to everybody in the chat. We're joined by Buttons, Spoken Mind, and Krushgash. That sounds like a Far East dish.
So yeah, no, I'm like, can I get the krushkash? It's like,
Yes.
yeah, let's get an order of that for the table here.
So here's Steps line. So apparently, according to one of my friends, I think I suspect this is probably
what channel are you streaming on?
the main.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm assuming this is Steps' artist he keeps plugging me to check out, which I should probably bother for art. I'm transphobic for thinking every initiate sexual preference, I mean gender, having a flag is silly. Now we'll maybe get back to that argument in a minute. Next, she'll be telling me I'm transphobic for saying that trannies shouldn't serve in the military, even though I can actually explain why that's bad for more than anything else. Now, I know that point, but again, I was really tired, and somehow, some way I managed to make a point while dead exhausted. Let me jump to point 2. Do you have a chart showing the number of people who are transsexual who are able to do their job without incident versus those who can't? I'm not saying there aren't reasons and examples for these reasons, but are these the incidences? Are they in the majority or the minority where things have gone wrong, where someone who is transgender can do the job or not? So I'm trying to pin down what the statistics say. Step replies, well, let me put it this way. It's been well established that a lot of trans people are already in physical and mental stress as a result of not feeling comfortable in their own bodies. Now, the military is a job that requires mental and physical toughness, unlike any other. Training alone can stressfully, not to mention the battlefield where you are being commanded while under fire. I don't think it's the best place mentally for trans people. Now, on the other hand, if you're trans and you can prove that you have the mental capacity that you can absolutely serve. And my response is, are you serving the military? Are you asserting that the military training won't be able to fix some of the problems for some people? Discipline can do a lot of things. A fit body and mind can really fix a lot of shit. Not a cure-all by any means. I mean, sure, never really thought about it like that. And again, I don't think that getting up at like however let's say 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, 5 in the morning for the military and eating army noodles with ketchup is probably the way to go for everybody in the world. But maybe if your shit isn't right, maybe a little bit of structure. You know,
like that is intense structure in the military, and I don't like, and we can't go like, well, you know, we don't know what kind of world these people come from, but I believe what Stepp is arguing is like, well, these people are emotionally damaged, and there's no way they'll have the capacity to deal with military training, let alone the stress of the battlefield. But they teach you that they teach you how to do that. They can take anyone, a lump of nothing, just some corn shucking crackers straight off the bus, and turn them into a soldier. I don't see the issue, really.
Say Buttons, just to be a bit more on topic. Is Gilded Dash around? Because I know that you said that they were trans as well as ex-military.
Yeah, let me tap. Let's see if Gilded's on.
Yeah, Gilded would be perfect, or Pool Guy, since at least he's military. One or the other be great and fantastic.
Pool Guy might have some interesting things to say about this.
Yeah.
Let's go with Gilded first.
Yeah, just for anybody who's feeling down and out and you just don't feel right in the world, a little bit of exercise can go a long way. Now, the Army's idea of exercise isn't a little. Just to let you know. Oh, yeah.
A little bit of exercise. I'm just going to take a light jog here. Like
5
Well,
miles
like,
later. Go ahead.
It's like the thing about our military is that there are very few mental handicaps that the Army will not allow somebody to serve. And in fact, they're quite flexible when someone has some kind of mental disorder. In fact, in some cases, they welcome that.
Structure, man. Well, and in a lot of cases, and here's the thing, like if they really were adamant about cracking down on this, like all the military would do if this were really an issue, they would just look at what medications all these people, because like a lot of times people who are transitioning, they are on the same drugs. They would just take those drugs off the world certification list, and then boom, no more trans people in the military. Not trying to give them a magic bullet here on like, and I'm not saying that, you know, oh yeah, kick them out, but I'm saying like if they really wanted to, like the military has ways to just get rid of people who have the mental disorders or the things that they don't like. They just go, well, the meds you're on aren't allowed. Bye. Here's your retirement check. Bye.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oof. How did they screw over Cothrix again? I was going to say that's another example.
Thorax, that's a good guy to get.
Oh, son of a bit. Oh, excuse me.
Where's he?
Yeah, you guys keep talking. You know what? I'll just close the window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Koth is an Army dropout. He'd be perfect.
Well, he said he was actually pursuing it seriously. Yeah. And you know what? I think old boy could actually... There's a reminder, even though people say and do dumb shit, that there's still little insights that you could pick up from literally anybody.
Oh, yeah. No, I think he'd be perfect for this stream. I mean, he'd fuck. That'd be kind of doing us a solid over here at the...
All right.
The Misfits table.
Say, boss, I was...
Thoughtful Dragon is back! Hooray!
I was doing a stream about the benefits and cons of including trans in the military. And I know
this is one of those things where, like, Stepp... Back to what Stepp was talking about. Didn't he have some issue with flags or something as well? That
what was it? You know, was it the trans community has so many, or the LGBT community has so many different flags or something like that?
Oh, well, yeah. No, I got that pulled up now. Let me take my sorry ass over there. So, okay, let's see. Let's scroll to the beginning here.
Somehow,
So at the very beginning, so apparently I'm transphobic for thinking every innate sexual preference, I'm sorry, I mean gender, having a flag is stupid. And my response is, so flags just for nations and states. And he says, I mean, you can have flags for whatever you want, but I think it's funny. So that's kind of like the Medicare defense. You could do it, but I could laugh at you. And I've come back with basically trying to pin you down to be consistent on what you perceive as stupid. School flags, which I would agree are stupid. Feel free to hate me. Step goes, I mean, yeah, basically, unless it looks bad, i.e. bad colors schemes had symbols. If Step were here, I'd probably ask him what his least favorite or ugliest color scheme.
I would love to know what he thinks the most aesthetically unactractive flag is.
We'll let him pull up Pinterest. He'll be ready to go anyways.
Yeah.
So this is a gay color scheme thing, is what I asked him, and he's like, no, at least rainbow flags look appealing. A lot of gender flags have decent color schemes. It's what they are, and I find silly. And I respond back, military have flags to inspire confidence, a sense of belonging. Now we can talk about indoctrination, brainwashing, tribalism, if you want to call that stupid. I said, sure.
Yeah, I think that was like what I was thinking. I'm like, well, we're, when it's a cult, when it's legit, like, a cult, maybe having a thing to help identify is that's a fun tool to have. Who was it that I'm going to Pride weekend this weekend. I'm going to wear my Bi Pride Twilight Sparkle flag like a cape and walk around. It's going to be great.
I haven't been too worried about it, and on top of that, I forget who it was, but somebody on Twitter winded up, they put up like a pedophile symbol and a zoo symbol and said, these are not part of LGBT month. And whoever that was, big applause. I know I retweeted it, and I'm glad that there is there's a cutoff point for acceptancy, and I encourage everyone to have a line.
What was what did they say?
They said that these are not part of LGBT's community.
What are not?
There's a zoophile symbol.
Oh, yeah. This is not, you are not tacking, you do not get to hitch your wagon onto Pride Month. Yeah. You get the hell out of here.
Yeah, and that's another thing, too. If I know some people are like, oh, you want to make the argument whether race should be in or not. You know what? Don't open it up too much. Those races are already duly, speaking as a Mexican, I don't need to be attached to LGBT. You guys are fine.
Yeah,
I'm doing good, too.
Good.
Yeah, and you know what? Cheers to you guys. That's solid. And if you excluding us makes it a little bit easier for you to keep like zoophiles and pedophiles out of LGBT, you do that. That's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here's his other. He's like, I'm a vexology nut. I see it as a difference between flags and banners and symbols. Most groups have a distinct logo or motto that look much better on a banner than a flag.
A banner or a flag?
I'm a bit confused. I'm arguing.
You'd be okay with a banner.
Yes, I'm arguing.
But not a flag. Is this like, is a hot wing a sandwich kind of thing?
I think you mean a hot dog a sandwich.
Yeah. Colorado, Denver had to make hot wing sandwiches so that they didn't find all the bars.
Okay. He's like, I'm arguing from a place of whether or not I think it looks silly to wave a flag around.
What about wear one like a cape?
Yeah, and I remember saying this to Buttons earlier. Masons and the like have them, so sure. Is LGBT your secret order of the water buffalo, if you get the joke there? That's a...
Yeah, I got you.
Simpsons, or not Simpsons,
Flintstones.
Flintstones. Yeah.
They were the stone cutters in The Simpsons.
Yeah. If you guys, if LGBT is, it's your place to hang out and, to feel accepted.
Cult, right, that's the thing. Like, it's our cult. Like, don't tell us our cult can't have a flag for each faction. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, it's the Just Us League. That's cool. Yeah. They want their own secret rift. Okay.
I want Bi Pride and Twilight Sparkle looking smug on the same flag, so I can tell everyone specifically exactly how I identify.
Dicks and the JJs.
Is this stupid? Like, Is this dumb? Yes, Step. This is right. That this is dumb. I'm not a self-conscious teenager, so I can do dumb things and actually feel okay about it.
Yes. But you're also allowed to fucking think it's dumb. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't disagree that it's dumb, but I'm not. I don't have, and maybe I don't have as much reverence in the symbols as some people do. Because I know some people, like, they really, like, they'll get tattoos of these symbols. They'll wear the pin every day, you know?
Well, you know what? If that creepy reading can get his Agretzico tattoos, then you could get whatever LGBT
yeah,
thing
but at
want.
least that has actual, like, social, like, at least there was a social movement that kind of existed at one time around that stuff, unlike, you know, I got my regular show tattoos on my forearms. I'm 23 now, and I'm not gonna regret this when I'm 30. Oh shit! Like, yeah.
Okay, so Koth answers back. I'm busy right now. Plus, I thought you don't really like me. I don't. What?
Yeah. See that.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, dear.
I don't want, like.
Yeah, dear
oh,
Koth.
man.
Yeah, no. Look, again, I'll respect that. That's fine. But Koth, baby, honey, it's not about like. It's a good discussion. I invite Sheldon on here.
Like you are not. Like that's good pod. Like.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
I
like
mean, I'm pretty sure that when you went on RG's podcast, they didn't give a fuck about you. And guess what? I would have got better numbers.
Plus, I'm certain Koth is one of those guys who's thought about this to some extent.
Yeah, wow, and you know what? I would have got better numbers than Augie's podcast now that they don't have Big Daddy Keem over there. Yes, that's...
Freaking dogs.
What's the name
Barking
of your...
at nothing.
Oh, okay. Not surprising. Have you not
ghosts.
seen a cucked round face? Sheldon, would you like in?
Yeah, I think this is a good old...
Drained any of testosterone. Okay.
Drained of any not surprising. Have you seen his cucked round face? Drained of any testosterone? I have seen his face.
So I did
full of the soy-gone estrogen.
Oh, we were originally talking about we were about to move on to probably some Mr. GG's podcast on how he basically got flagged by a pedophile. The original thing we were talking about the benefits of having trans in the military versus the ups and downs. Oh, hi, Elf. Hey, Anthony. Let wise elf in. Okay, yeah, I'll let the wise elf in. Fantastic. It's been a hot minute.
Oh my god.
Fantastic. I got something to say. I'm not going to finish that song, if anyone has ever heard Last Caress.
I'd like to know how similar the remix was to the original song.
The original song is by the Misfits, and it's very, like, slow and stuff. No buttons, you cannot join. I'm not in the mood today. I don't want to be a dick, but yeah.
Buttons, go snuggle your friend.
Yes, you have other things to do now. Have at them.
Hello, Elf.
Hello, Elf.
Hello.
Yeah, I did also, before anyone points out, oh, listen to all these cisgender men talking about trans people. Well, we have the Elf now, motherfucker. We have the Elf.
We have our secret weapon.
Yes.
And the Elf thinks aesthetically most of the gender pride flags just do not look good because they choose really ugly color schemes.
And I'll say what I've always said. I'm not really an art expert, so all I could say is it looks pretty or it doesn't. So, and I'm like, it's a bunch of colors. That's what I'll say it is. That's what it's supposed to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not pretty colors. Like, one of them is, like, a bright fuchsia with, like, a mid-blue and then grass green. And it's like, that doesn't look good together.
Alright, I guess since we ran out of fucking topics on that, let me take my ass over back to Nazbol. Step is about to blow the lid off the fact that I used to be in a biker gang. That son of a bitch.
What?
Exactly. We'll find out as that goes along. So, I'm going to... No one play this, because Lord knows this gentleman here, and I use gentleman very loosely. Please do not play any of this music. This is from the man who has been convicted of, being on. Well, he was on Just a Predator. That fucking Mr. GG.
To catch a predator? What's just a predator?
Oh, To Catch a Predator.
Just a predator.
Just a predator.
That's like, it's just another one. It's just a predator. Nothing to worry about.
Aliens from outer space.
Let me go
It's
to
like, that's cancer. That's just a mole.
All right, let me take our asses over to this. And I do recommend everyone go subscribe to not the Predator.
Just a predator.
Yeah, paste. This is the guy's channel, and I will freaking take my ass and open this up in one of the goddamn things here. Boop. Paste.
Ooh, private.
Welcome to
message
episode
me.
14 of the Predator Chronicles.
Oh,
yeah,
never
let me
mind. It's Limbo.
screen share while I'm at it. If it lets me. And share screens. And bunk. Done. Here's old boy.
I'm your host, Mr. GG, and yes, I will be
2005.
Oh. Well, yeah, since let's see if I could find old boy in here. The one who got caught. Or do I have to go back to fucking the conversation I was having with Step to find him again? Where are you? Is that him? No. Oh, I think that was him. Yes, here he is.
perfect place to look at. I don't even get why you're tugging at this like it's a gun. All it is a CD of your music, which is really obnoxious, by the way. Like, hey, this statutory rape could use a slow jam. I feel like this guy's just full of himself. Like, the whole time during sex, he's just like,
Give that a
I actually wrote this melody years before the Beatles did. You see, the reason I call this song Pearls on Two Strings is to showcase how delicate our happiness really is. I'm sorry, do you mind just quieting down a little bit? This is the best part.
Good evening, how are you?
Oh,
Why
okay.
don't you have a seat on the stool there, please?
Okay.
Soon.
Thanks to the Temple of TCAP, I was able to find Steven's music online. He is now under the stage name of Steven GC. He has classics such as
Now, I want to let you know here, and this is from another video, Stephen GC wants to let everyone know that this happened a long, long time ago, and things like bullying like this could
Shit,
lead
wrong
to...
button.
Yeah, things like these can lead to things like suicide, and, you know, Stephen GC is a very delicate flower, and he totally used the Blake Diamond defense.
Wait, well, so Stephen GC's clearly been thinking about this anyway.
Yeah. Let's see.
If someone making fun of your music online can lead to your suicide, then maybe you shouldn't be putting your music online, because God, not if you're that fragile, maybe putting yourself out there ain't gonna really be you're gonna get a lot more criticism when you fucking hit it big in the recording industry.
So, one of his songs here, Little Things That We Do. Okay. Stop.
Little things
Yes, one of them says stop.
that we
by the way.
do.
Yes.
Is that supposed to be some kind of ironic form of
Yeah, are these
fallacy?
little things individuals, like human
Oh.
beings, or
It's country as well.
Oh, one of them
Are
says,
these-
always be young.
oh, wow, okay. Wow, I can see he's really turned it around. That was a long time ago, guys.
Yes.
There's
Anthony, do you
party
think
inside
Anthony?
as well.
Yeah, go ahead. Hayden.
do you think you could find a song that this dude made called "Come in My Van"? Come
Oh,
inside my van.
that's prejudice against van owners everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, I again, if anybody, this is just a tip, and I know this from two YouTubers that I used to watch. One was called Jesus with a Bazooka, and the other one is Suit Yourself. I know Suit Yourself is still around. I don't know if Jesus is. They both used to do videos like, you know, exposing and or fucking with, you know, pedophiles. Big fan of Suit. I like Jesus to an extent, but I don't think that they particularly understood just because they're pedophiles. They're like, I could treat them like complete shit. Fuck the rules. And it didn't work out for them. And that's why when you guys listen, like, maybe you're a little too nice to these people. It's not because I want to be. It's because I want to stay here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
Well, so And that kind of brings it around to what this guy he made parodies of these songs to rip on this guy.
He winded up taking a few seconds of it, which all those videos are down. So yeah,
and that's the thing. Like, I mean, is he familiar with the concept of a stylistic parody? Like, you can rip on exactly what this guy's whatever this guy's fucking, I'm sure, generic ass fucking music is, without having to fucking directly take one of his songs. It's not like this guy's songs are well known and
he could have weirded
and anyone would recognize it. You'd have to look up the guy's song first to even know that this was a parody. Because, like, who the fuck is this fucking pedophile? What's he go by again?
Stephen GC.
Stephen GC. Who the fuck's ever heard of? Name, like, oh yeah, my favorite Stephen GC song is on. Oh, I know this one. I know all the lyrics. Like, no one's doing that. So a parody kind of loses a lot of its steam when the song isn't recognizable.
It's right here on I think the third one here is called Always Be Young. That is certainly it.
One of the songs.
Dude, can I borrow? Dude, this like looks like "Can I Borrow a Feeling?" Like, remember when like Milhouse's dad made that tape? Like, wow, dude.
I feel bad for whoever this is because he did a collab with Old Boy here. That must be really fucking bad.
You can't get in a cab without God.
Stephen Coates, Mixed Tape Predator. Oh, the song! I think that's the remix.
Oh, nice.
Yeah? Oh,
the Mixtape Predator. Oh, that's great. Oh, I wish we thought of that.
Art creating art. I feel like scrolling down here is going to get me in trouble. The Untold Truth of To Catch a Predator. Okay, I'll check that out later. Let's go back to a little bit of this.
Wait, one of his songs is Gift for Lady Phoenix?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Always Be Young.
Yeah.
Party Inside. Seen Too Much. And Thought Crime, which is actually reflective of his arrest on To Catch a Predator. Just the fact that he called it Thought Crime makes me think that he thinks that he did nothing wrong.
13-year-old virgin that they should try oral sex first. There's nothing I can do.
Oh yeah, I can't leave this here. Might burn down the house.
Just let me go, please.
Yeah, can't leave this gold here on the table.
Wait, is that... Hold on, go back to his album cover.
Yeah.
Is that the same jacket? Is that like his trademark leather jacket that he was wearing?
13-year-old virgin.
It is the same
oral
shit.
Sex first. There's nothing I can do.
Oh yeah, I can't leave this here.
Wearing the same
Might
shit.
burn down
That's
the house.
amazing.
Let me go.
What, from like his cover?
From it, like, that's the leather jacket from his album cover. He's my trademark leather jacket. Like,
let me see. I think that one's great.
No, different. Okay, it's different.
Yeah. Still.
Oh shit.
I was gonna.
That would have been hilarious. Oh man.
Yeah.
Please let me go.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious. I'm just.
I'll tell you what.
I've never done such a thing in my life. I never want to do it again. I just want to go, okay?
Since you're the first person to say that today, we'll let you go.
Our next predator.
Okay. That's good stuff. Let's see.
Well, just promise boys will be boys. Promise never to do it again.
Oh, God.
You just get on your way there, little Mr. Predator.
I'm not.
You know what? No one has ever been sorry before. Hey, hold on. They're booking him. He said you were sorry. Oh, we can't hold you then. That's
okay. Yeah. No. It's what? Yeah.
You promise never to do it again? Yes. Okay. Let him go.
Right. Yeah.
Isn't that how a lot of Hollywood people get away with it?
No, that's a little different how they get away with it.
There's also money involved.
Yeah, it's a
But
little
like to
different.
the public,
Well, I don't know, Elf. You'd be the one who'd know about how Hollywood works.
Oh.
That
Oh.
he's not wrong. I live like 30 minutes from
Yeah, I know.
Hollywood.
That's exactly. Yeah, I know.
Straight up, though, like legitimately, there's money passed around.
Button says he's at
and
work. Okay, thanks. That's for
it's
Griffin.
just money's passed around, and then there's a public apology, and maybe just if it's like a really big thing, whatever movie they're walking on or whatever, they might be dropped from that.
He wouldn't do it again. I don't think that we can't very well. We have to take him at his word when he says he's not going to do it anymore.
He swore
Trusting people is important.
forgiveness.
That's straight up how Hollywood works, though.
Oh, fuck.
Forgiveness is important, and a suitcase full of cash will also be necessary. So meet me at the corner of Pico and San Pablo at 3 a.m.
Like, legitimately, my aunt, how she got her roles when she was acting is she would sleep with the director.
Are we doing? Yeah, we're doing the what's his name? Harvey Weinstein.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the Brony
It was
Inspector.
Hollywood theater, so it's the same thing.
Oh wait, let me do Brony Inspector's thing. Was she hot?
Yeah, was she hot?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
What? Damn.
Jesus.
Well, like, was she right for the part? At least.
I'm not sure because I never saw.
So she wasn't hot, and she wasn't right for the part. So no one got anything out of this, and us, the entertainment consumer, had to sit through your aunt not being hot on TV and not being right for the part either. Great.
All right, let's get back to this.
YouTube character talent.
The system.
My
I thought the
videos where
system
I
worked.
discussed his bust. Pause. And he decided to take down that video. However, he did not do so unlawfully. I foolishly included about 2 seconds of his copyrighted music, which I sped up specifically to avoid a copyright claim. But unfortunately, when the ball's in his copyright court, he can choose to either claim my video and reap the monetary benefits, or
he
he
strike
can
it
choose
down.
to take it down. Show and took down my video. And I only discussed this email on my Patreon because I thought, you know what, I don't want to bring this mess to my main channel. I just made one video about it. Expect we meet again indeed.
Well, like,
and here's my
so,
response.
Yeah.
If someone were to have something important to say like this, like, hey, look out for this guy, he sucks. Like, you gotta walk that line of making fun of him for being awful and
Yeah.
keeping the information out there. I feel like this guy really kind of shot himself in the foot on that shit.
Look,
And he's admitting it, but
yeah, I've had my own incidents. For example,
Yeah.
anyone who's noticed that my Growly the Growler fucking video went down for a privacy claim, which I probably could have countered if I'd been paying attention. Yeah, that information was out in public on Twitter. It was nothing private about it. He can kiss my ass. Currently, Coyote
Growly was the one who.
I'm going to assume.
I think it was someone else. From that. Oh no! Wait, the Growler one.
No, okay. Here's the problem with that. With it might be possible.
Growly the Growler.
Yeah,
I was thinking of a different video for some reason.
It's possible that it might have been someone else because here's the thing about that. I had this discussion with Buttons where they're like, "Oh, you know, you're doing a good thing here." It's like, well, technically everybody knew about Growly. The service, the service, so to speak, in that video is the fact that Growly was invited or at least allowed to attend over 80 different furry conventions after his conviction. That's the caveat. So, is it possible that any of those cons took a look at that video and went, "Nope, you're not gonna"?
Oh yeah, that I really think that the and my and my first jump, the conclusion I first jumped to there was like, oh the cons, the furry cons.
Yeah.
Like, so when I say I think it was someone else, like I can't say specifically who, but that sounds more like a thing the furry conventions who are a little more well organized than guys like Growly the Growl Eyes.
Who knows?
Growl Eye the Liar.
Maybe they tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Hey, you might want to put a privacy claim on this. We might not be able to put you in." Yeah. Which I would say that would make them just as culpable.
Hey, you're on their radar at least, man. You're doing work.
Maybe
putting it out there.
Let's kill out of that before I accidentally play any of his music.
Yeah.
I challenge you to a battle in Raid Shadow Legends. Trying to demonetize me? Boy, I got sponsors. Stop it. Speaking of Blast from the Past, you remember that mobile game I told you about in that video about Andrew Tate? Well, they got big news. There was a Raid Shadow Legends special tournament happening.
I'm skipping it.
I'm sure you don't need to remind me.
Yeah, no, we gotta skip it out of pure
for potential violations of their privacy guidelines.
Hashtag
and
not
if they were to rule in favor of the person
I mean,
The stream is sponsored by Brony Inspector.
Well,
They could.
thank you. Please buy your Dockies from Waffle Wishes. Anyone interested? And like, let's take a minute to talk. Hey, day's getting long. You ever feel like I just need to bury myself under a bunch of waifus and horse bandos? Waffle Wishes Docky Magu Dreams has got. Yeah, see, I'm gonna stop.
Okay, cool.
I feel like now we just need to have Brony Inspector just do like a
Stop everything
commercial.
I'm talking about to do a commercial. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm good on that.
There's just like you just have like a stopping everything and do a commercial just like on your channel, and then like you send Anthony a soundbite of you just upping the thing, and he can put that like at the end of his videos as a joke sometimes.
I want to give everybody a tip. You'll like this one, Brony Inspector. So if you see Brony Inspector at a con and you want to make sure that you have a good time, you walk up, you fold up a $5 bill, and you stuff it in his front pocket, and you just walk off.
Yeah,
everything
you have a good time, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Things will go smoother. He's way more connected than you'd ever imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like tipping the guy at the fucking front booth at the hotel.
No, this is gonna be a fun night. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Anthony's right. This is gonna be a fun night. I never even thought about that, and no one's ever even tried it, and I can't believe how well that would work.
Delete my video. And after I read this email, I honestly was just sick of this guy using every tool that YouTube has readily available for him to try and remove my content. So after a bit of debate, I refused to censor his face in the episode for a multitude of reasons. Number one, this was aired on public television. Of the stings amassed millions and millions. For giving a confirmation on anything, but I think it's safe to assume that YouTube reviewed my video. I was done with that. But even with all of this, I still do not condone a witch hunt. I do not condone anybody.
Now, I want to state this for the record. When Mr. GG says this, I'm making an assumption here. I don't condone a witch hunt. Wink.
Well,
yes,
dude, it's not a witch hunt when you're like, no, we saw like the whole town saw him levitating and eating babies and. Well, and he transformed into a demon in front of everyone. Like, it's not a witch hunt when you actually saw the guy do the thing that.
Here's the whole thing. Again,
get him! He's a witch.
You know, I get it, but okay, so I'm assuming Brony Inspector is using witch as a fucking stand-in for pedophile, which I'm sure is making.
Okay, but here's the thing: the term witch hunt.
Hold it. Let me do this too, especially since people have used witch as a stand-in for Satanist. Brony Inspector.
Yeah, hi. What's up?
No, I'm just like
Let's just be wizards.
Be self-aware. Yeah, be self-aware a little bit here. You were saying?
Well, the term witch hunt means that's like referring to Salem, where it's like they're literally just executing people who weren't witches. They were just like, we've all gone nuts. We have a mob mentality, and we're gonna start burning people at the stake for whatever, just for the fuck of it. Like that's what a witch hunt is.
Joe was jaywalking. He must be a witch.
He must be a witch. Yeah, burn him. Like that's what a witch hunt is, when unfounded accusations start getting thrown at everyone so you can persecute them unfairly. This isn't a witch hunt when legit the person did it.
Yeah.
People use that term whenever like they feel ganged up on, and it's like, maybe you deserve to get ganged up on, motherfucker.
Well, here's my other problem though. The guy mentioned that he kept his nose clean for like a decade or some shit like that. So to say, assuming he's been completely clean for fucking, I don't know, 10, 12 years, however goddamn long. I don't know, man. Like, how long do you keep on top of someone for this? Like, just indefinitely? I'm asking rhetorically because I think
I would say keep an eye on him forever.
Okay, cool. This is a little bit more than keeping. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, me too. But yeah.
Yeah.
Reaching out to him or harassing him on my behalf. I still have not name dropped him, and
I haven't actually contacted old boy. You know what? I'll say this to our dear friend. What was it again? I forget the guy's name. Fuck. Yeah, I had it on screen. The pedophile.
who fucking
Music Mike or whatever his damn name is. Stefan GC.
Yeah.
Stefan, if you would like to have an opportunity to come on and plead your case, my name is FNGR, and we would We would love for you to come on down and explain how this was just a big, giant misunderstanding. Now, you've said before that because you had an acute musical ear, and this was some quality bullshit. Loved it. Mwah. And he's like, as a person who works in the music industry, he's like, I could tell that the
Do
girl...
we have a Hollywood professional on our hands?
Oh, no. He's like, because of my musical ear, I could tell that girl was in fact not 13. And I was like, ooh, you know what? That sounds like it's. I'm like, yeah, he does work with music. That's really hard to argue with. And then, like, you know, GG pointed out, he's like, see, the problem is you were pursuing them when they said they were 13 in text. Your ear didn't do shit back then.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that your musician's intuition told you to go for it. Like, musician's intuition told told Jim Morrison to whip his dick out in front of those people. It was the wrong thing to do.
Will not do so even in the Patreon video. He's not willing to
But
let
he
this go
should
and
come
that shit
on.
will be
We
clear.
can borrow a
Hello,
feeling.
my fellow patron. Man, you do. It'll make this video in my video, but after there are real people on the other end of
here it
your
is.
taunts. So clearly he's telling me to suck one in terms of telling me where the copyright issue was. Which wasn't really a big deal. The video was reposted without your shitty music. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first read this...
How dare you, sir? I cried at least 3 times during that beautiful song. No, I'm kidding. It's shit, man.
I have a video coming soon to...
Why
probably
would
my
you
second channel
speak ill of
where
one
I'm
of the
gonna answer
finest
his last question.
predatory recording artists in the mixtape scene?
I was about to say, well, I mean, you know what really happened? Michael Jackson heard this man's predatorial music and said, well, I'll never measure up to that. And
Yeah,
he
that's
said,
never gonna compare.
It's like,
Fuck
well,
R. Kelly. No. Trapped in the Closet was a groundbreaking concept album, like the likes of which the world has never seen. But I mean, as far as predators in the recording industry,
Man killed
Stephen
Michael
G.C.
Jackson.
all day.
what? Who killed Michael Jackson? Oh, that guy. Okay.
Question in that paragraph, where I'm gonna go into great detail about how I feel about this series from all angles with this kind of stuff. I can't talk about it here. It's a whole video, so let's move on. FYI, never in my life have I put... Okay, grammar? Hello? No. FYI, never in my life have I put an improper hand on any underage person and never will. I do not condone this. If you were a victim of child abuse and this is why you post these things, then my heart goes out to you. No one should be abused as a child. I raised 2 wonderful children, now grown up, and respect fully the rights of children to be loved unconditionally without abuse. Oh, so you mean you just respect basic rights of people in general?
Cool, man. Throw yourself a parade.
That's like the quintessential black woman. I feed my kids. You have low expectation, motherfucker. You're supposed to.
Wow.
What you're boasting about here? I don't
Like,
think these
how
people
was
should be
Christmas?
hurt.
Yeah,
Oh,
but how was Christmas last year?
It's a good guy right there. This guy, he's a good guy. He doesn't want people to be hurt. You know, we need more people like this guy. Fucking idiot. Listen, buddy, I don't doubt you've never done this. Every guy says it, so clearly you're not lying. Either way, that's not the point. The point was that you were going to. It was all documented for our viewing pleasure. Regardless of what you say you weren't gonna do, we'll never know. Dateline stopped you. All I know is you said some dirty shit to a child and you showed up with a CDR of your slow jams. Oops, sorry, does that give it away? I thought this person was an adult. I stated so under oath after waiting almost 4 years to go to trial to state my innocence. Let me stop you right there, Pablo. That does not mean shit. Being under oath is so silly to me. It's such an old witch trials tactic. It's so fucking outdated. Haha, you can't lie because God's listening. You know how many people aren't even religious nowadays? Even more important than that, you know how many religious people don't want to go to prison? I would say most. The rest of the paragraph is a knee slapper. Check this out. Why did I know she was an adult? This was a combination of many factors in the conversation, but most definitely because she called me 4 brief times. I never called her. She called me. Who is chasing after who? For fuck's sake, it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. You have not learned shit. If I'm at Wendy's and a 13-year-old whispers in my ear that she wants to blow me in the parking lot, be the adult and say no. You weirdo. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Yeah.
That, like,
let's take a moment. I know that sounds like a no-brainer right now, but anybody in the chat right now, if you are having and struggling through some shit and some underage person is fighting on you, say no. I don't care how horny you are.
Yeah,
I don't care how you
separates. This is what separates decent people from fucking pedophiles.
Yeah, you know what?
Telling them to say, like, look, you thirsty kid. Get the hell out! Go! You need to go. You go to Sunday school. You didn't learn.
Yeah, it's
where are your parents?
Arts and crafts. Where are your parents? Did
I
you?
want to speak with your parents.
Can I take a look? Yeah, can I take a look at how many video games have you played? Not nearly enough. You go find an imaginary gun and pull the trigger on that at least 200 times. Yeah, like good lord. What are they, like some kid who's just like, no, I just the quote unquote predatory preteen, it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
the adult with no fucking sense
Predator
exists.
lollies.
Yeah. Here's very simple. The friend zone exists, and you could put people in it.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
All fucking day. Nah, I'm good. Get out.
Well,
hell no.
Brony, have you heard of the concept of the phantom limb?
The phantom what?
No.
The phantom limb.
No.
Well, it's like basically like if someone loses a limb or something.
Oh,
like
okay,
that,
they still have the feeling, yeah.
Yeah. But it's like in this other case where it's like when a pedo gets turned on, it's like, oh no, my phantom pedo limb is asking me to put my cock in this child's pussy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You know what? Hateful, if you had just done the line, I would have remembered what a phantom limb was immediately and been like, oh, that was good.
60 plus.
But for anyone listening, that was,
so once again,
oh no,
calls, he says,
my pedophile phantom limb. Oh no, the children.
Obviously high-pitched
So,
faithfuls. The latter three, the day of the incident. In a lower register typical of someone 25 to 30 years old, she knew directions well. She spoke like an adult. I am a musician and have a good ear. I can tell the difference between an adult and someone underage.
Is she talking about street directions or
Look! I have to use my GPS to go everywhere. Does that make me fucking like a kid? No, I'm just a moron. But I gotta give this guy credit. This is some phenomenal bullshit. Like if he
is he talking about street directions or directions?
Yeah. So I just played along with
took directions very well.
But the
she knew where those holes went.
Yeah.
the whole like she spoke like an adult. Shit, man, my boyfriend's turning 16, and people always mistake him for being like in his 20s.
Yeah, I turned 16 and Orson Welles came out. Like, I've sounded like this since I was a teenager. I don't know what the fuck is this guy? Oh, some top tier shit. This is bullshit. I've been smoking cigarettes that long too, so.
It's obviously a kid. It's the latter three. The latter three, you know.
Down to 2 a day, guys.
Your defense is shit, and
if
here's why.
If takes too big of a deep breath, he'll start coughing.
This is true.
Well, I think we've taken this as far as we need to. How about you, Hateful? Did you want to discuss any of the project that you're working on here in the stream? Give a shout out to Hateful Tate, who's, I've been plugging for a while now.
Tip of the spear.
Yes.
This man is the literal tip of the spear. As long as the internet is existing today, there are not enough people talking about the Discord problem.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, Hateful fucking absolutely killing it right now.
Here, one sec. Let me go up, because I wound up actually getting to where is it? I sent you the Discord thing. Oh, wait. Nope. Where the fuck is it? I thought I sent you the Reddit link. Oh, that's the petition. Did I? Fuck. Son of a bitch, I probably didn't.
I did not get the Reddit link.
God damn it. Here, let me fucking kill this screen share. Oh, fucking look it up. Stop sharing.
Hateful's sad now. He didn't get the link from Papa FNGR.
I think I might have sent it to Buttons, but I don't feel like digging through fucking pages and pages. Yeah, no, fucking.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? I'll look anyways. I'll find it. I will fucking find this thing. God damn it. Looking.
Alright.
Looking. Just a little bit more. It's gonna have a big furry fucking icon that pops up. Dozens of pictures of Button's cat mauling her. Them.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All
Button's
day with the cat, okay.
The
Yep.
cat bullies Buttons, and Buttons allows this.
Yes, the cat is misunderstood.
While you're
Hateful,
looking
if
for the
you want-
link, I'll just
Hateful, if you want,
explain it.
Hateful, if
There
you
you
want
go.
anything to fuck with Buttons about, fuck with them about how they let their cat steal their food and bully them.
Oh, don't worry. Next chapter of the Hateful Show, I have plenty of shit to fuck with Buttons about.
Oh boy, fantastic.
But yeah, anyways, just if you look up Discord transparency, it should be like one of the first things that comes out.
Well,
you search it on
like-
YouTube.
Wait, Hateful, you mean all that stuff with the reverse mail order bride and the unmarked helicopter? No, wait, the unmarked helicopters were a different one.
What are we talking about?
Nothing, never mind.
Okay.
I didn't even know
I've
what
been
the hell
having
he's
an unmarked helicopter flying around my house for.
Who's
for
growing
the last
weed?
few weeks.
Someone's growing weed.
talking. All right.
Someone's
Oh.
growing a lot of weed. That is an earmark of some unregulated cannabis being grown at a scale not allowed in your neighborhood.
Well, I mean, a few years ago, actually, a family down the street got arrested because they
Wait, so
dug
you're
out-
telling me that in Coolsville, California, someone was growing a lot of really good weed?
Let me finish
Not
the
surprised.
story. No, this household, the kids dug a crawl space out from under the house through a closet,
Mhm.
and then they all got arrested for it because weed wasn't legal yet. So
Yeah.
the house has been for sale, and they've named that underground crawl space as a wine cellar
Nice. It's a wine cellar.
that you have to access through the fucking closet.
Cool. How much? That sounds like one of the most that is an obscure real estate listing. Is the house still for sale?
I think it might be.
Really?
Yeah, I can walk down my street later and check, and if it is, then I'll find the
Yeah.
real estate listing and send it to you, Brony Inspector.
Yes, yes, Miss Anthro. That must have been some really good weed or crystal meth.
Okay, where is Discord's transparency report? Here, one second. I will throw this over to Hateful from my laptop, and
Astrid, you're getting a house. Home ownership is nothing but chores and bills.
there we go.
Get a co-op. Go buy a co-op and make that someone else's prop. Go get an apartment where you sign a contract that says they have to fix everything that breaks. Don't do it, man. They're gonna. No, like some guy from the city will knock on your door and be like, "Hey, your neighbor reported you because your car's leaking oil on the street." And I'm like, "Well, the one that's leaking oil is in the driveway now, and that's just degreaser in the street." And then they'll be like, "Well, you can't put degreaser in the street." And I'll just be like, "It's Dawn fucking dish soap. I don't know. I think you can put soap on the street." Then he's like, "Nope, nothing but water in the storm drain, or we're gonna fine your ass." I'm like,
Okay.
Did Chris did Chris report me again? That's what homeownership is like, man.
Okay.
Don't do it.
So if we can segue
I
back.
would love to be neighbors with Brony Inspector.
I would love it if you were my neighbor. You would be chill.
Yeah,
These
you're,
fucking
also
uptight
the best-
assholes.
And the best part about it is our neighborhood is mostly unregulated by the city. So other than just a patrol car that comes every couple weeks,
A cop
There's,
who
nothing.
comes and drinks lemonade with you on the porch. How folksy. Coolsville, California, people. It's just exactly what they promised.
There are a bunch of bike cops, right?
no,
Oh, okay. So
I've seen maybe 3.
if I could possibly segue back here, 1 second. So, anyways, Discord adjusts its policy to free and cub content. Discord is trust and safety. One of the major adjustments is the cub content on the Discord, which caused controversy last month after users called for the platform's lax policies on sexual explicit underage animal themed art. Long story short, they were banning the content, and there was talk of a transparency report detailing the new policies. Subreddit many users are thanking Discord staff for taking action on the issue. We take issue with this because they're not. They're absolutely not.
This is not. Yeah, I
They're
think
not.
that is so cute that their response is like, well, thank you for taking issue with this. This is really good. Our users are the best. And then it goes like, no, dude, your users are fucking regular ass people. You guys are scum for not putting any fucking policies or systems in place to prevent this. Like, and you got, what is it, $2 billion? How much was it?
Who's in? Yeah, for anyone who can sit there and figure out to find out who specifically is in charge of the trust and safety section. I know the gentleman used to go by the name All the Foxes. You can actually look up his shit still floating around. That they never gave an
all
official...
the Foxes. That guy's fucked.
Yeah, if he's ever fucking actually been ripped down. But here's what I asked, and I said, sorry if this is in the wrong place. In addition to the updated policy, you know what, I'm actually going to include this Reddit in the stream, so if anybody feels like commenting here, or, poking Discord, or, Discord on Reddit to make sure, hey, we'd like this. We'd like to make sure you tweet this out, or you comment over there. It takes absolutely no time at all to make a Reddit account. In addition to the updated policy, Discord's announced that it would be its realistic, pro-Reddit transparency reports in order to maintain ongoing dialogue and communications with its users. The first transparency report will be released in April. I understand that things can fall behind, but Discord made a statement they were going to release a report monthly from now on, and it's been quiet. Now, I did screw up. It's supposed to be quarterly. Here is the moderating bot. This is a list of links to comments made by Discord staff in this thread. Carradine. Hey there. We're actually finishing up the draft now. That's 14 days ago. And we're looking at putting it out soon. It's a touch late because it's our first transparency report. And I'd like to remind people that as early as like maybe a month or two ago, Discord's worth like $2 billion. In the green. Like they're doing good. This isn't like YouTube, which despite YouTube being a garbage fire, they can for the most part keep inappropriate content off, or at least do a better job than Discord has.
Dude, AOL was doing a better job regulating chat rooms.
Yeah.
And that was 1996.
And it just so happens the people in charge of fucking Discord are furries. I'm just saying. So grabbing the data and making sure it's accurate, making sure it's understandable is super important. And the process to get the data didn't previously exist. I'm not a coder. Again, this is probably where Sheldon would come in handy, I guess. We're actually aiming to be more transparent than most companies have been regarding content moderation.
You're aiming.
Yes, aiming.
You're aiming.
Yeah,
you're aiming to be more transparent. My company has projections of $6 billion this year. Yeah, my projections.
Yeah,
that can be whatever I want.
I was just sitting there thinking maybe the Epic
aiming. What a fucking load of shit.
The Epic Game Store is looking to actually have a cart for you to buy shit. Maybe fucking they'll have their furry situation cleared up by the time that fucking thing's fixed too. Which means more numbers to pull and provide and check. So that's going to be an excuse later. We have more numbers now. 3. We're pulling fresher data than most. Examples. The standard so far appears to be waiting some 6 months for numbers, whereas we're doing it at a faster cadence. Yet to be seen. Has not happened yet. Neither the article nor the blog post state monthly, simply quarterly. I did fuck that up, my apologies. In the post itself, the first one doesn't appear to be posted, but second one wouldn't be due until June or July, depending on how they define quarterly. So they're just going to skip the first one. Then there wasn't a first one. You can't call a second one if you didn't have a first one, right? Am I being incorrect here?
Whoa. They're already like, look, this first report kind of fell through the cracks, but once we get things rolling in this department that might or might not exist. Hey, did you email anyone about that? Hold on, let me Discord them. They're not online. Anyway, we're working on it. It'll be quarterly now. Like that is like... God, man, these guys are fucking just not
idiots.
I feel like they're not doing anything. I feel like they're actually not doing anything. Or even worse, that what this report contains is so bad that they can't that releasing it would just be would be the worst dumpster fire anyone had ever seen.
Can I pitch an idea?
Yeah.
So here's my guess. Let's say that okay, you don't want to do anything, but you guys, you also have fuck ups working with you as well as reliable people. So we're the little engine that could, right? We're the underachieving YouTube channel, or underachieving like super corporation that's worth $2 billion. So let's grab one of our idiots to go out there, so when they fuck up, well, we're still getting our bearings, kind of like the Bill Clinton's first administration, where somebody said something really stupid. We'll get right on that. We'll replace them, and we could drag that out we could milk that for maybe 1 or 2 years, throwing out guys that we don't even have to fire them. We could probably shuffle them around in the office. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking about the programming that would have to go into making I'm gathering all the info.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would be that much. I can ask my brother about it later. His job literally includes a lot of programming and stuff, so he might know.
Well, keep in mind. Let's ask him if he were paid a certain amount, if he could, at what rates could you, especially since this is Discord kind of constitutes as sort of a gaming company, since they offer that. So it's not like they don't have crunch. Yeah, if they really wanted it. Not that I would ever condone crunch. That's basically the process by which they would shove people through and, trying to get a game out. It'd be within their possibility, and I think people would understand, hey, look, we're pushing this through to make sure that kids are better protected. And we've got the money. We can certainly pay these people, but it's just not happening. Yeah.
Like, Discord right now, and this is the part I was asking earlier, like, I can't picture what the office is like over at Discord, but if for the next month they had to hire 100 people and then let 100 people go to get this work done, they could afford to do it. They could do this with temps if they wanted to.
I thought of what I know, and you said I know what Discord looks like. 1 second, let me get an image up here. Where's the meme folder?
Retro games.
Yeah, but where the fuck is it? Can't find it. I call it what? Damn it. Lost my mind.
There's some good ones in here.
Yeah, I do. Freaking just for the record, Sheldon and Corpulent got this one made. they're like, oh, did you kidnap her? So then he winded up tweeting out, that's Black Griffin with Michelle Kraber.
I got it.
The voice of Applejack.
Yeah.
It just occurred to me, perhaps I should blank this screen, since I don't know if everything in here is fucking goddamn.
Yeah, you might have some NSFW memes.
Yeah. Stop sharing over here. Boop. Let's see, where the fuck is Discord's fucking image? Let's see, where the fuck is it? There it is. Found it. Bunk.
I'm gonna get that bucket of you need to order that bucket of oil, Anthony. I'm gonna dump it on the sidewalk in front of my house.
There. This is exactly what I fucking think that the Discord fucking thing looks like. Oh, is it just not gonna show? Is it just gonna fight me from now on?
Fight you now?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Brony Inspector, how would you feel if I got you a can of frozen bacon grease?
I don't know what on earth I would do with it.
You could warm it up and then pour it onto the street.
No, yeah, I'll throw that in the pile. You know what? Give me as many oils as I can, because my neighbor Chris up the street will not die until I've been fined 12 times in my life.
I'm gonna try one more. What the hell? Why are images just not showing up on this bitch? It's driving me nuts. Fuck it.
Try closing it off and opening it again.
What, Discord entirely?
Oh, on Discord?
Oh, I got it. I know it. I know what I can.
From.
No, I know what I can do here. I can delete the fucking image and then just make a new one. That'll probably do it. Being a retard. I was like, I don't want images.
Dude, this is why multiple monitors absolutely kills with OBS, man.
Well, maybe that'll be something I do later, Bug.
You should think about that.
There we go. This is exactly what I think the Discord fucking thing looks like.
A wholesome, boring fandom. Furries. You're on window display capture. Go back to image.
Yeah, I know.
Me. 90% GIF and pornography.
Yes. That's exactly what I think Discord's fucking office looks like. Bunk. There we go. Alright. I think that's all of it. So what does anybody think? Any thoughts? Anybody have any...
It doesn't really surprise me. It was a theory that was thrown around in my head.
Yeah.
Something just came up. I actually gotta go.
Oh yeah, no, if you gotta go, it's perfectly
Sorry.
fine. We've been here for fucking at least an hour. Alright, yeah, we can call it a wrap, guys.
Yeah, I gotta get going soon too. But just quite basically, it's a transparency report in waiting, you guys. The series is called, Discord Transparency. Just look that up. It should be like the first thing you find on YouTube. And then the goal is basically to, spread awareness that these servers exist and to get them reported and potentially taken down.
Alright.